So we're going through one of the main roads of Auburn, going into the city of Auburn itself. This is in New South Wales, Sydney, Australia. You can see a bus there. We're so in the main centre almost, and a fair bit of traffic here. And then as we approach the area, we turn into one of the longest streets in Auburn, and it's Auburn Road. So we're just a few minutes away now, and yes, here we go. I'm going to that the exact location now. So let's go to 101 Auburn Road. 101 Auburn Road. 101. 101 Auburn Road. Yeah, I went down that way. Yeah, Auburn Road is here. Yeah.
161. I'm sorry.
No, you're not from this area?
Sorry,
Is that okay? No problem. Thank you. Thank you. It's not 101. No, it's not 101. Look at it. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry there. I'm looking for 101 Auburn Road.
101 Auburn Road.
Yeah, it's quite a long road. It's a little bit hard to find.
101 Auburn Road.
Yeah.
Is this Auburn Road?
Yeah, this is
101.
yeah, Auburn Road. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what's the number there.
Yeah.
153.
Yeah.
That would be. And that is.
I guess that'd be 155.
155.
Yeah.
101 would be
Down there further.
down there.
So it's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? What is for 101? What is there? What's there?
What's there?
What's
they used to film a TV show there called Love Thy Neighbour, an English show.
Love Thy Neighbour.
Do you remember it?
I
Do you remember
Love
it?
Thy Neighbour. Come on.
It was filmed just down here.
Love the knick-knock.
Yes. Oh my God, do you remember? Do you mind if I record you?
No.
So, do you remember really well?
I
Very
remember
good.
it good.
Yeah. So I was.
Here, knick-knock. Love Thy Neighbour. How can you forget?
Take care.
Would be there. I didn't know that film
It's down there. Just down there. See ya.
That guy knew.
See ya.
That guy knew all about it. He must have lived here for a long time then. I didn't want to ask him those questions. Where do you live? But he knew, and he even said,
Love thy neighbor, walk up and say how be ya. Gee, but I'm glad to see your pal house tricks. What's new? Love thy neighbor, and you will find your labor a great deal easier. Life will be breezier if you love thy neighbor.
I've got my opinions about how long people have been here and if they were legal or illegal. Oh, I know all about that. Don't worry. Don't worry. I had my paperwork many years ago. That was genuine. Okay, so I thought I found a couple of spots down there, a bit further down that we looked at down there, and it goes up and down. The road goes up and down a bit. Then I went over there to where the shops are, that area, and we were very close, like 10 something. We were close, and then there's that college across the road, and then that set of units. So where's 101? Where's 101? But the main thing on this one at the moment is me walking down that road, and I'll take you to the place where I know exactly where it is now, because believe it or not, God knows on that first episode how many times I walked past. I didn't see Love Thy Neighbour. After, I remember them showing their episodes, whether it was every day or 2 times a week or something on ITV, I can't remember, but used to see it quite often. Let's think back about that time, 1980. Yes, the shops were here. Yes, it's where I'm going, it's back down there. So yeah, lots of different types of religions. I think what shop's that? It's like a money transfer shop. Yeah.
Classic, how many gifts having clearance sales?
Oh, clearance sale, there we go. Some clearance sales here. And then I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit down and have a kebab. I've gone back to some of the episodes. I watched a few since I was a kid. I hadn't watched them. I mean, I may have seen clips or something on the internet years ago, but I've not either thought about it or even looked at it. And only this week, I've not stopped watching Love Thy Neighbour. This week, I've watched the whole Australian series for the first time. And I'll tell you what, it's as funny as hell. So, what did happen last time? I was looking for a number that doesn't even exist. And there isn't a number of 101. So why I even thought of number 101 Auburn Road, I've got no idea. I really don't know. 101 came to existence in my head, and then I decided, let's go 101 Auburn Road. And then that was it. It stuck with me for the rest of the episode, or for the rest of the recordings. So I had asked a few people, where's number 101? As you know, I've asked a few people, and I didn't get it. And people didn't know where it was, and I didn't know what I was talking about. Now I know where I'm heading, so I'm going in that direction now. I don't have the phone number. I don't have a phone number.
Are your neighbor here?
No.
What?
Yeah. Renovating.
Huh?
Renovating. Look like renovating. Fixing the home. Fixing home.
Fixing the home. Oh.
Yeah, they're fixing the home. Love Thy Neighbour?
Love my neighbor?
TV show called Love Thy Neighbour. Did you stop? There's an awful lot of migrants coming. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Oh, thanks. Got some reports, I think, somewhere. Yeah. Codswallop. Well, I hope you heard that one. There it is. There's the information on that one for you. So I got to find out a little bit about the club that was there previously, and the club that's pretty much open probably within the last few years, maybe, because the other club had closed down. I'm not sure what year, but I didn't ask that. So I can see that online it's been closed for some few years now. Oh, and when they say apartments are coming up, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Hey, Jack.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, I can't believe that was a very big building that was there.
Yeah, they're going to build units here, 400.
Don't tell me.
As soon as we're pretty much finished, I think they'll probably get started with that. Once we clean all that up.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Because there's
Build more units. Sort just units everywhere now.
sorts happening.
Yeah, like it's crazy here with fucking traffic. Imagine once people live in there, people live in those ones, and another 400 units go up.
Look, I'll go over there in a minute. I'll go back to her and I'll talk to her in a minute because she knows this is all bullshit, all this stuff that's going on. Look at this. This is where it was. Fuck. We just lost a good club. We just lost a club. I'm talking about knocking downs. Have been happening since about a year and a half, 1 year ago, 1 year and a half. It's all been happening within the past year or so. And I've just completely missed it all. And I've missed, like, when the building was here. Obviously, I couldn't get access to the building. They wouldn't let me do that anymore, I'm sure about that. You'd have to have a hard hat or something. And I did read some comment somewhere where they said, oh, it's pretty much falling apart. Well, not falling apart, but they've pulled it apart, haven't they? That's where it all was, everyone. Once again, Auburn RSL Club gone. After so many years, I need to look at how many years they'd been there. You know, it's sad to see it's gone. And it's sad because not only, as I said, the food and everything else, and you know, everyone played those poker machines and had some good times in there. You would have had bands and things in there. You need to really do some searching to find some comments about what happened in there, you know, who came there, what bands played here. It's completely gone now. It's a goodbye. It's a goodbye from this place.
2 years, about 2 years.
2.5 years. But did it take over the other club?
No, didn't take over the RSL.
Yeah.
The RSL just closed up and that was the end of it.
Yeah, right. Do you mind me asking why did they close it? What's the
I
reason?
don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know
Because I know they're building units there.
Yeah. Actually, there's going to be coals down the bottom, then units on top of that.
Oh, okay. Because it's a shame. The club has been there for years.
No, no. The old RSL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know? Here's a tricky question. Do you remember a TV series called Love Thy Neighbour?
Yeah.
Did they film it there? Because I think they did.
I think so.
No, because they filmed a majority of the series in Auburn,
Yeah.
and they went to the pubs.
Oh,
So I think
okay.
they went to the club,
Yeah.
but they actually had a board that said South Auburn Club, but that wasn't the club.
No,
So
there isn't.
I think they actually filmed it in there. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. No
But
problem.
it's just a thought.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. All right then. Look, thanks.
thanks, mate.
See you after then. Well, what can I say? Just sad about the RSL Club going. But I'm here. What if I told you that they could have filmed at the Auburn Hotel on Queen Street? What if I told you that? Very old building here. Hotel, I think. You've got to have a drink here, yeah? That's Auburn Memorial Park, right behind me. So there will be some activity, a little bit more in the centre of Auburn. So I think when you go to Auburn Hotel, oh, there you go, there's another one. Look, the renovation that they did looks like they've just, the windows are tinted, nothing else. It's just everything's that's the bar. So I don't recognise that in the TV show. That is definitely not in the TV show. Look at that. No, don't recognise that. The Kiri Hotel looked like the bar, and they may have had some steps there. Isn't that a possibility? I don't know if I can look into that further, but that is a real possibility. Well, this has got to be it for the three pubs that are very close by, within range of each other. That was just around the corner. This one's just around the corner. It was that close. So we went to Auburn Hotel. First of all, we went to the Kiri Hotel, and this one is the Melton. So my memory is not that bad. That's great. Thanks very much. Thank you. Oh, I had to have something, didn't I? Look. So we went to the Melton Hotel, not directly linked, but this is an older pub, and we're looking at 1877. Whether this is correct, that's this is information that I'm reading. In 1877, a former jockey, Fred Martiniere, became the licensee of the Melton Hotel and held that position for over 30 years. This is very interesting. You can see all this information on the websites there, and you can see how they've gone through the changes over the years. She took you right through to the main area of the Auburn RSL Club, and she also took you upstairs even, and the stairs. I mean, that place was probably not fit for somebody to go in. It's like a brave job to do something like this. Look at the paintwork, and look at how our presenter here, and I'm telling you what a brave presenter she is. I don't know how she could get access to it, and she's really brave to do this. She went in there into the building, and she showed you, prior to the demolition, the mess this was in. I was astonished just to see a video there with so much rubbish everywhere. The things that have just been left is just, I'm just lost for words. That is really, I can't believe that a building like that, the greatest, one of the great buildings there that has been there for a long time, the Auburn RSL Club. From memory and from reading this week also, around about 1962 or in the early 60s this was built. So the exact time I'm not sure, but I'm reading on the internet now. It had been built around the early 60s or maybe 1962 for the local community. So it catered, for the usual the people within the area. Food, beverage, bands. You can see there. Look at the rooms. That video, I'm actually going to put in a link there so you can actually have a look at that video, because I think it's got some vital information and clues as to where we're looking at the recording of where these cast members were drinking.
Nice stage.
I'm in a good place now. this is the place to be. This is different. A different atmosphere, completely different to Club Auburn, but it's nice. It's bigger. It's different. The atmosphere, and it's different to how it used to be. This is Blacktown Workers for you. So they've got lots of catering facilities, lots of different types of food. You've got your European, Asian, you've got fish and chips, anything that, you know, the English Americans love, the West people love, the Asians love, noodles. It's all here in one area. And you've got lots of poker machines, of course, which is just behind me. Completely different. So if you go back a few years, like 3 years ago, and I wasn't here then, but I was here before then. You still got the little ramps and areas going to the different rooms, but it's like they've completely put new carpets in, new food halls, new dining areas. Yeah, it's different. But anyway, here we are back with another episode and with another schooner of beer. I've got my cider. I've got the cider again, so I'm feeling good. It's not live, unfortunately, but it's recorded. Now, so this is a particular episode just showing you basically the areas in which I feel that, you know, parts of the series was recorded, you know, the bar areas, that type of thing. But you'll hear me, I'm silent, so I'm not saying anything, just recording and showing you where I'm thinking that they may have recorded. Just a thought. I didn't see any steps in this particular video, so that's why I'm thinking Auburn RSL Club was the main point of the filming location, because I think they wanted to keep it in a close area, and they probably were on a budget, and they probably didn't want to travel far for these other filming locations, so they're all close within the area. This is what I believe. Someone's hit the jackpot. Someone's hit the jackpot. If only I'd hit the jackpot. It's nothing particularly special I wanted to add anymore, really. But just to let you know that that I filmed around the airport. I thought I was going to record for about 30 minutes, but I thought I would record a little bit more, show you what it's like on a Saturday morning. Yeah, there were a couple of issues. One was, you know, some of the staff are quite friendly, quite nice, and you know, you get the odd one or two people that, oh, excuse me, and like, it's okay if I'm filming, but I'm not recording you. I'm filming a wheelchair, you know, like that little section. And she says, are you right? And, you know, you don't need to ask me. Don't need to ask me, am I all right? Yeah, I'm all right. So, you know, of course I'm all right. You know, it's a stupid question to ask, isn't it? So, but what she's really asking is, can I help you? It's, you know, in Australia they say, oh, you're all right. Or, you know, if you're a salesperson, you'd walk up to somebody and say, can I assist, or do you need any assistance or something? Not, can I help you, or, are you alright? You know. God, you know, yes, I'm alright. What else do you want to know? You know, so I was alright. Yes, I just filmed that little location of the wheelchairs, and you'll see that. And that, you know, at that point, she thought I was a security issue, and so she took a picture of me. You know, you could, in this day and age now, this is the thing. I'm in my 50s, but sorry if the youngsters are watching as well. I'm in my 50s now, but the youngsters will know, and it should be known to them as well, and to communicate this from the elderly to the younger people. I think they should know that in that age before, like years ago, you were able to do all these things. Today, there's like, you find on that episode next as well, that they cordon off all the areas where you can actually watch the flights take off. So if you go to that next level, I think it's level 3, you go to that next level, and it's like, if you go to that next level and you want to look at the flights going outside, it's just to go outside, it's like a security threat. The emergency lights or the alarms will come on, beep, beep, and you can't do anything, can't watch anything, can't do anything. So you're just stuck in this airport. There it goes again. So that's the thing, you can't watch your loved ones leaving, you can't see the flights, you can just put your camera to the window and just look. So it's kind of sad, all these things. So I'm not sure if it's the same everywhere, where they've taken away all of those things. You can see all your the flights, say goodbye to your loved ones. You don't necessarily have to wave, but all the things that used to happen in the old days. You find it unbelievable if I told you this. The people used to come to Heathrow Airport with their radios, their radios with the little signs on them, with the little airport sign, with a little plane on top of the radio. You can actually tune your radio into the pilot station to actually listen to the pilot, to what they're saying. So people used to go to Heathrow Airport listening to their little radios and listening to the pilots on board, And if I only did that when I saw planes taken off, that would have been good. But it's today. Things like that are a security threat. And so towards the end of the video, you'll see some, a plane taking off here or there as well. So I took videos of them. But on actually taking video footage of the plane, I thought, no, this area isn't what I thought it would be. So I paid for my ticket, very expensive ticket, mind you. In Australia you'd pay in Sydney Airport like 60 odd bucks, 60, nearly $70 for more than a few hours. I think more than 3 hours or something. So I did go over time, and I could have stayed there a little bit longer, but paying 60 bucks anyway is just, something out of the unknown. So I did that, and I thought, look, I know the flights and what times they're taking off. There's Thailand Airways, there's Vietnam Airlines, there's a local Vietnam company that's also taken off around the same time, and there's a few other airlines that were going to come somewhere between 10:15, 10:30 time, also Qantas. And you can see the signs as well. When you look at the signs, you kind of know when they're ready to fly, like the departure times and everything. So I thought, okay, leave the airport, and just drive down a little bit to where there is a area where the freight is located, Qantas freight, and I believe it's on Link Road, if anybody knows Link Road, near the airport. So I was there, and would you believe it? I was a security threat on a second occasion. I was only taking video footage and taking nice pictures of aeroplanes because I like to watch them. I'm sure people do like to watch aeroplanes. It's a great thing to see. Some people for some people it's a hobby. They like to see what country it comes from, the tail on the plane, the colour, that sort of thing. So I managed to get some video footage of the planes taking off, which is good. But yeah, it could have been a security issue, but I didn't put it in the video, and it's something not worth putting in the video because I don't want to become a further threat, So there was on the side of the road was a Sydney Airport security patrol car, and the person that happened to be in that car, I think, just sat there watching me. I think that's it, and I was just doing this with the camera, with the phone, this phone, like that, and you know, that's what you'll be seeing on that episode, and so the person was just sat in his car and just watched what I was doing, and he probably thought, oh, he's probably got someone, like a family member leaving, so it's probably okay. But, you know, other people can take it further. And when other people take it further, you know, and take images of them, that's where you draw the line. It's not worth it, you know. So that leads me to my next point. And it's about, you know, what... I don't want to give you that P word, but it's to do with whatever's going on today. It's not worth going to that level. It's not worth speaking their language. And just do as you would do, as you had done in the past. You just carry on. So, and that's what I'm doing, like the Carry On movie. So, look.
Now look here, tell me, are there any messages for me? I'm supposed to be met by Mr. Marley.
Is your name Booth, sir?
It is.
Mr. Marley did leave a message. He said he was sorry, but he couldn't wait. And could you find your way out to his workshop?
I would if I knew the address.
He left the address here.
I can't read that. Shout it out. I'll write it down.
Marley Engineering.
Hang on. Let me get me quill out. Right, go on, son.
Marley Engineering.
Marley Engineering.
Wattle Street.
Wattle Street.
Blacktown.
Blacktown. Bloody Nora.
But I haven't been back in this area for a long time. It's just been one hell of a road trip for me, actually. What can I say? Look, blue sky. We need that. And it's good. Like at the end of... Look at this. Check this out. See, maybe Marley Engineering was supposed to be here.
Well, we better get some personal details down if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Now, name, Eddie Booth.
Correct.
Nationality, British.
And proud of it.
Sex.
Only if the wife doesn't find out.
Where were you born?
Manchester.
Manchester. That's in England, isn't it?
In England. It is England. The capital of the North. Home of the Reds.
Reds? Hey, you're not a Como, are you?
No, it's a football team.
Manchester
Manchester
United.
United.
It, you know. And I looked at it and I thought, of course, you've got one white neighbour and you've got one black neighbour. So it's simple, you know. That's why the letters of Love Thy Neighbour, you can see, they're in black and white. So, you know, that's why I was looking at why it was looking like that when the other titles look different. They weren't black and white. It was just, you know, just pretty much says Love Thy Neighbour as solid. But, yeah, so I found two editions which are there's a UK edition and there's an Australian edition. I'm looking at the American edition as well. I'll just show you these. I'll just put it there, you can have a look. So you can see these editions that have been released. I'm finding that they're all very similar. So they all have these special editions. They have the pilot episode there. They have I think a Christmas special, a couple of specials, possibly an extra disc there. And I recommend. There's another train. I recommend have a look at these. And I'm just about to make my purchase of that one, and the Love Thy Neighbour in Australia, which is can be found on some UK websites as well. And yeah, just going through the websites to purchase one of those. Then you've got that in your collection. Different again out this way in Blacktown. It's more not as multicultural, but there's still a range of like Indian, Pakistanis, mixture of English, Australian, Australian background. So here's a mixture, still different races. Filipino is one of the big ones here. Tonga, New Zealanders. So you kind of see a different mixture of races in this area. So yeah, different again. And this is the Blacktown Workers Club. And over here I can remember another particular incident, or it could have been an incident at Baden-Semper RSL Club. I was playing the pokie machine and had lunch there, and I thought, oh, let me go. I'm just going to go over to the bar and get a beer. So I went over to the bar to get a beer, and this old lady's really going crazy about her machine. She wants to get more money, more money. I've got my membership card in the machine next to me, and she's looking back at me at the bar. She's going like this, and then I'm looking back as well. I'm going like this, keeping an eye on my card, mind you. I'm keeping an eye on my card to make sure no one's touching the machine. And there goes her hand. Her hand's going. She's gonna steal my card. So I made sure that she didn't. So I kept looking at her, and then she turned around, and then she stopped. She's going to take my card. So these things happen. You get the odd one or two screwy people here and there trying to take your card. You've got to make sure that your card's in the machine and you're there. But I just went off to the bar. When you're there for a bit of time, you think, oh, that person next to me is going to be okay. Sometimes they're all okay, but sometimes they're not. Sorry, did you say this used to be a storeroom?
Yeah.
I find it quite amazing. So, did they used to store like furniture?
This was the builder's side office and a storeroom.
Of course, they've recently put this one here. I don't know why, but I find it interesting. Check this out. I could do with that today. Oh, it's left-hand drive. I'm pretty good with left-hand drive. $19.39. Yeah, they should change that. My eyesight's going up. For alcohol volume, 4.2%. Yeah, 4.2%. There you can see it there. It's like back to square one. No, not really, because we've done all we needed to do. We've done everything, see? Oh yeah, just out of interest, you can see on episode 1 or episode 2, the petrol. price. And today, this one's giving the petrol at a rate of $1.63 Australian. So wherever you happen to be, let's cross here. Well, we've been here before. You probably recognise this area. I'm not going down there. I'm not doing it. I know you all want me to do it. You all want me to open the door and see what's behind the door.
Make a left onto the path, then in 90 metres, continue on Northumberland Road.
That's the train station.
In 70 metres, continue on Northumberland Road.
I know where it is. We've been there before. We've been there. Yeah. That's the club there. And then, so, there is a sports club. It's a soccer sports club or football sports club. There's me, an idiot with a scissors in my pocket. I've got a reason for that. Not that. It's not to do with that. It's to open something. If you think that, then that's a bit silly, isn't it? There I am. Oh, there is that silly guy with a blue t-shirt with that UK thing, Union Jack on his. Oh, yeah, that's it. Here we go. Station.
Continue on Northumberland Road, then in 50 metres, turn right onto the road.
She doesn't shut up. Cheers. Too easy. Too easy. Okay. So today is a day after Mother's Day in Australia. I placed my order for the Love Thy Neighbour in Australia. And this is why I got the scissors. So I can cut it open nicely and show you. Show you what I got. It's apparently still brand new. Look. It could be a shot. Thank you to these people that sent me this. And it was within a week. This is the one you see within a week. It got here. That's the one. That's the green cover. And then of course on the back, all 7 episodes on one disc. The other thing is a bigger package. It all came today. It came today. Brand new in its package as well. 9 disc set. So you remember what I said? It had about 50 something episodes. That's all there. 50 something episodes plus a 1973 film. The film's there, digitally restored. And there's the original pilot episode, never seen before. 1972 Christmas sketch from like an all-star comedy carnival. And then the 1973 New Year special. Sometimes some of these shows have New Year specials or, you know, like Christmas specials, something like that. That's it. That's the one. 9 disc. There's the little bit of information. That's how many hours I've got to watch. I've got to watch a lot of hours. What, 24 hours? Cheers. ask you about, do you remember Love Thy Neighbour? Serious, you go, yeah? You remember? That was a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember? Can I show you something? Today, does it? Oh, not bad. That's brand new. Yeah, that's very rare. Here, make it rare. Auburn, I think it's Auburn, yeah, or something. But there's an Auburn something. Yeah, this is it. This is the one.
This what? What used to be across the road?
Yeah. But what was it on the Google looking for it today? On the Google Maps it says Auburn Soccer Club. And I'm looking all down there and there's nothing there, it's just buildings and wow, it's
Bro, hey, what are you recording?
me.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I thought you were recording me.
Oh, I'm doing a YouTube. I've got my own YouTube.
Oh, no way. What are you doing? What's the channel about?
So, yeah. So here we go. Look, just done a bit of driving around this morning. I think today is really easy to get around. Really easy to get around for a weekend, for Saturday. I don't know the reason why. I think it's maybe everybody's waiting at home for some new rules. I really don't know. You know, look, you just do what you really got to do. You don't worry about anything. It's just, I think people are just wondering what's coming. I'll tell you what's coming. Love thy neighbour. That's what's coming. Be strong and love your family and... yeah, everything's going to be good. The sun's going to be shining again, and it always will. So whatever happens, it's good over evil. Remember, you just have to remember all the things that we've done before, and keep keep going. Because if you don't stop, if you don't keep going, and you just stop and you wonder what to do next. That might bring in a few problems, but just keep going. Don't look back. Try not to look back, and be strong. You know. But anyway, this is coming to the end now. So now, the thing I wanted to say. Here's the thing I wanted to say. The shops. There's more and more people down there I can ask. Now. If you remember that last episode when I was here last time, when I was around the area, I wasn't down back there then. And I asked someone, do you remember Love Thy Neighbour? His English wasn't good, so he could have been, I think it was a Middle Eastern background, and he could well have been Turkish. What looked to me, he looked like a Turkish guy, but I can't speak the language, so I'm not very good. So I tried to communicate to him and ask him, do you remember Love Thy Neighbour? And then I said, no. He goes, no. And then I said, Channel 7. He goes, Channel 7? Yeah, he knows Channel 7. But when he said Channel 7, he said mosque. So he's probably thinking, I'm looking for a mosque to go and pray or something. So, yeah, so that's, yeah, he understood Channel 7 and he probably was thinking, oh, I've seen something on Channel 7, maybe something in Auburn, and then he said mosque. So that's probably what he's thinking. So, no, I understand his thoughts. It's just that he didn't know Love Thy Neighbour, but if he saw it on TV, I'm sure he'd know. He's old enough to know. Sure, old enough and living here for a long time, I'm sure. But, yeah, the activity down here, everybody's just either indoors, they've gone away somewhere. I'm asking people here. It's usually elderly, but there's not many. I can stop this guy on a bike, maybe, and see if he knows Love Thy Neighbour. There's not many people And if I do come across that fella that came through on the first or second episode, I'll give him a DVD box set if he's got a DVD player. There's someone coming down here with a bike, so hang on. Excuse me. Hello, how are you?
Mate, how are
Yeah,
you?
good. Do you mind me asking you, do you remember a TV show called Love Thy Neighbour?
Love the Neighbour.
Love Thy Neighbour, TV show.
I'm not too sure, because I watch the TV a lot.
Many years ago,
Yeah.
1980, thereabouts.
I think so. Say it again in a word.
Love Thy Neighbour. It's a white family and then the black family next door.
Ah, yeah, I think
remember?
so. Yeah, I remember. I remember
It's
now,
coming
yeah.
back slowly, yeah? It's
Okay.
an English show, funny
Okay,
comedy.
come back again. I heard something on TV. Come back. Sometimes it's too many shots, too many.
Yeah.
Okay, come. Oh,
Yeah.
good, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, just a reminder.
Yeah, good.
Take care, take it easy.
Oh, come on, friend. See
See
you
ya,
later.
see ya, bye-bye. See, a few people down here can recall it, you know. I'm just driving, you know, having to drive down here and ask a few people. They do have, or can recall, watching the TV show or bringing back the memory slowly. Because what's been happening in the past few years, everybody's tried to forget. No, not really tried to forget. But I think things have been forgotten, and you don't want to forget these things. You know, these people that have brought us the fun in life. You know, that kebab's tempting, but I'd right now would prefer a beer. I don't know if you heard that, but some people have not much memory of Love Thy Neighbour. But if I keep going, I'll keep going in one episode and doing it. It'll be surprising, you know, the amount of people that would just say, "Oh yeah," but I just have to stop there. I think. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a drink. Some places, like, you know, before you walk into the place, I think, oh no, hang on a minute. Let me just think about what I'm doing here. I'm going to buy something. I like to buy it from you know, like someone who respects you, you know. But not these places that don't put prices on, or you don't know how much you're paying, and then they say $100. Yeah, $100 for a coffee. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Yeah, you think I'm going to buy a $100 coffee? I'll go to the airport if I want to do that. So I'm just walking to the car now because I know. I think I want to go back to. And it was so far away. And you know, when I used to see a crying little girl coming up to me, Mum, I'm the one going up there and saying, "Have you lost your mum?" And where are the mums and dads gone? No, they don't care. They're looking for their TV or fridges or whatever. They don't care about their kids. So they should. And that's the number one priority today. My message is, look after your family, look after the children. And if you, for 1 minute, take your eyes off your children, that's the number one priority right now. Just giving me the opportunity to get a little bit closer. You know, it's not easy trying to get everyone together, and you know, to speak. To speak about this show, you know, it's not an easy thing. But I did mention it's going to be a fun thing, and you know, and not long, just a short video, and just having all the others there to talk with too would be good. If it's not possible, I do understand, because some things, you know, can be. Oh, look at this. Hardly a car on the road. I mean, I came here, yeah, and I went to the place that I was meant to be going to, on the North Shore, and I made it within 20 minutes. It's phenomenal. I've never been like that, in a situation like that before. Traffic is just, when I mean incredible, I mean there isn't much. That can mean a few things. I didn't find the house, just one house, and it's very hard job. Looking up and down this way as well, not easy. But anyway, once again, this is it. Oh, it's okay. You just when you want one, it's okay. You only want one, and that's got one. I got one anyway. I had to get the same thing again, didn't I? Cheers. So what I thought was going to be one episode turned out to be just more than one. I didn't think it's going to be like something like 20, but see, one led to another, and I had to do these investigations, you see, and just to make me happy and to make the audience happy. I think the thing though, there is another thing, and I know many of you wanted me to go to the house and see who's living there now and that sort of thing, but we've got a good idea. But the main thing with this is we've found the locations, and we've done all the investigation that we had to do. We've kind of located pretty much all of the locations of where Jack Smethurst was when he was here, so, or as close as possible, and yeah, that's all really. So I hope you've enjoyed this series as much as I have been doing it. Well, this is it really. So there's this episode, there's like it's kind of a catch-up episode, which is like the next one. The catch-up episode is probably the things that you've missed, on the first episodes, and it's like a catch-up type of thing. So if you want to see all the other episodes all in one, you can see that. I've kind of tried to put those together, and then that's the next one, and then of course a bit of a surprise is the last episode 20. I hope that once again, thank you for subscribing, for those people that did, and for those that have watched, thank you. I mean, every person counts trying to watch this. So, and for those that have been involved in this video, and some haven't noticed, but thank you. And for those that helped with these videos, it's been really good. So thank you to those people. Yeah, it has been really good and enjoyable, and we've got another adventure coming up soon, probably a short one, yeah, this one's towards its end, so hope you've enjoyed this one. So next one is a catch-up one, like a catch-up episode, and then the final one is the locations. So thanks for watching. This is it, guys. This is the conclusion. This is the conclusion of the investigation of Jack Smethurst in Australia. This is it, guys. This is the conclusion of the investigation of Jack Smethurst in Love Thy Neighbour in Australia 2023. And this is the end. We've come to the end. Come to the end, and here we go.